Hi Nivetha, how are you?
Yeah, Srinivas, I'm fine. How about you?
Good, good, all good. Can you just give like a brief intro to my audience? What you do and what your company does?
Okay, so I'm into three different niches. So one is I'm an e-commerce seller, majorly selling on marketplaces, and also I run an e-commerce agency where we help clients to scale on Amazon. And I also teach people about how they can start Amazon FBA business in India.
Okay, and I think we have been working with your agency in almost all three companies from last 5 months, I guess, no, almost 4 5 months now. So, what were some of the challenges you are facing in terms of systems or getting work done, productivity?
Okay, so there was no systems, honestly. So, but I tried to implement few things here and there. There will be some documents, something only, but I was not able to streamline and take the entire flow because we work in remote. So maybe initially I thought working in remote means it will be like this clumsy only. But after joining with you only, I understood even in remote we can build in systems and all. So before joining, there was no SOPs, no KPIs, no KRAs. I had a task system, of course, in Sheets, but now we have moved to ClickUp also, which has been hardly 2 weeks, but very convincing process for us.
Okay, and like you said, you tried few things, right? What were some of the things that you tried?
Having a daily hurdles was part of my own culture also before, and asking the team to work on the document and they will have it themselves. They won't share it with me. Like I'll be like, okay, why don't you make? I won't call it SOP also. I prepare how to do this and share with your junior. I won't interfere in the process. I won't teach how to do. And I assumed things like, okay, that this and all team should know. So whenever there is a problem, I'll be like, hey, why don't you know this? They'll be like, no, I don't know this. So then and there, I'll advise that corresponding resource on the meeting only. Okay, this is the answer. But nowhere I documented. So, but I thought, okay, I'm doing something. I'm saying on the meeting means it's already documented. All these things that were clumsy. So the existing team members were aware of it, but there is no way that they can come and read it again.
Correct, yeah. And I think so with every client of mine, right? I always implement five things. One is the getting clarity on the KRS KPIs. Next one is the SOPs. Next one is the task management. Next one is the setting up the dashboard MIS, and then setting up routines and rituals. So these are the primarily five things that I always implement with all my clients, including you as well. Of all the five, which was the most game changing for you?
Okay, first I thought working on the journey document. You literally made me 1.5 hours. I sat with you. I felt like after a long time, I'm sitting for a very long time, sitting and typing. But I did not expect after 1 hour, 1 of us, I was able to finish one company, all the 100 journeys. And I thought like how I can make the entire company into a document. When you said me on the call, I thought no, maybe you are just lying. But after finishing, I understood. Yes, more than this, there's nothing else. So I thought that was a game changer, but the real game changer happened after introducing this ClickUp, the task system, because we before we were using Excel sheets, no. So I thought that itself is very game changer. After this only, I understood now everything I can track. Anything I want to communicate in the team, it will go as a task. It can be a very small also. And now even the last week when we had the meeting, I learned one thing. If I am able to do something in less than 30 seconds, no, I won't go and assign as a task and all.
Right.
Smallest of the small is very small and I can do it. I don't document it. So if it's going to be a little big, then I go and assign as a task. So everything is on one place now. So now I believe after 3 months or 4 months of our journey, this ClickUp is a very important lesson that I learned from you.
Yeah. So task management is a game changer. Like I mean, even I have showed you my system as well last time as well. So what it does is it kind of empties your brain, keep it on a piece of paper or a software,
Yes.
and it kind of brings everyone into clarity. The what it does is also it makes everything black and white.
Correct. I would share you this also. Like I'm a person who thinks in dreams. I don't know if every entrepreneur does it. Early morning, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I wake up actually. I sometimes wake up and I have a cup of coffee and do some work. And generally, I don't assign tasks during that time. People because it will be disturbing. But in ClickUp, what I do know, I just go and add into the particular list that idea. No assigning, no due date. It's for me. Just the idea will be there because you also said me anything that you think twice is wrong.
Yeah.
So that was a very big learning for me. So even I started keeping the tab in my bedroom because early morning 4 I used to wake up. If I think something I write in the list, I forget. Then later, if I come to the list, then I had, okay, I thought this, no, let me add an assignee or let me work on it. That is a very good learning for me.
Cool. Yeah, so task management and then the creating that entire list was a game changer for you. And so if you have to like compare your life post pre-hour assignment and currently, what are like top three tangible benefits that you got from setting up systems in your company?
Okay. So before also I took breaks. Okay. I have taken my maternity break, everything. Now also I can take break anytime. But the last time I took break, I was not sure what's on others' table. I took break assuming or having more confidence in the team that these guys will do this. But now if I'm going to take a break, I clearly know what's going to be on their table for the next 2 weeks. What is going to be the high priority? Will these guys do it or not? That level of clarity I'm having, which I didn't have before. So before it was trust-based business, now it is system-based business. So this is one great change that I thought. And second thing, maybe after associating with you, I don't know if it's a matter of coincidence or not, we hired more people. As I mentioned, I'm not sure whether it is because of the mindset or things happened simultaneously, but you helped me even in the hiring process. Like I used to sit with a lot of people on the calls, but now I brought in a system even in the hiring process by form, task, everything. And now I started interviewing only very few peoples. And every time I used to interview people, hey, I'm Nivetha from Newgen. They'll be like, what company? Then I'll feel somewhat because I'm not an HR basically. I don't have an HR. So after introducing the system, they will book a call with me. They will come sharp on the meeting. So I felt the real change, and they would have done a profile of validation of mine, and they will come and say like, I saw your profile, it's so nice. So the difference in hiring itself got changed. So even if I'm going to hire an HR, I'm very clear what I should share them. So even I can prepare an SOP for it. So maybe that is second benefit. And third benefit in terms of mindset. As I mentioned, even in my room, I have put these rules also. So don't assume things.
Oh, nice.
So that is one thing, because before I used to assume. I guess even Dhoni mentioned in one interview, I guess. So it should be way more clear to the team and you have to convey it. Because whenever I'm conveying, I will feel shyness. So they're thinking like, come on, this person is sharing this small thing also. But now there is no shyness. Let me share even the smallest of the smallest. Clear history in your Chrome browser, the smallest of the smallest. If someone is saying issues, now I am just putting as a rule, okay, have this issue, go and clear history. Let it be no problem. So I'm not assuming things. And maybe in that connection, before I had a fear if someone is going to leave the organization, what will happen. So that fear is still there. Small fear is there, but the percentage is very minimal. Okay, let them leave. I have all the system in place. That level of confidence is something that I got after associating with you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's one thing that I always stress to my clients. Don't assume anything.
Correct.
Just put it on paper, document it, and give it to the team member. And sometimes it can be shocking, the learnings, and you realize that the other team members might not even think like you, right?
Exactly.
You will be on a different level, right? As a business owner, as a team, they might not think to the same level. So it's better to put everything on paper. Yeah, cool. I think that's a good benefits that you got. And in terms of the work hours, I'm sure one thing that I observe with almost all my clients, they tell me before the assignment, right? I want to spend less time in business, and that's why I'm setting up the systems. But I realize even after setting up the systems, they have an option to work less, but they usually don't.
Okay. Oh, I thought, okay, Sunday I was speaking about this with my husband. Before, okay, not just maybe 2 years before. Now I thought I should have a replacement for me always. I should hire one person. I should give all the in charge. I should come out of this loop. That's what I honestly thought. But in the Sunday only, I just informed my husband like it's not going to happen. But if I create the system, let the system run on its own. I don't need a replacement for me. Okay, it is like my kid. It is my job. It is my business. So I can't create a duplicate for me, but I can help in creating a system so that it is going to run on its own. And my intervention will be there, but it should be minimal. But still, I can't come out of this. This is what I learned recently. I guess then you also made a different mindset on that. 2 years before, if I see any employee hiring, I'll be like, will he be fit for me? Will he come to the next level to me? Now I'm not having this mindset and all. No co-founder, no logics, nothing. That's not going to work. It's my business. I have been for days. So that is a huge mindset. I believe then maybe you would have impacted a lot after the systems.
Yeah, right. So one thing I've observed, right, before setting up the systems, The business owner spends a lot of time in operations.
Mm-mm.
Ideally, he or she should spend more time on sales and marketing.
Okay.
So it's just that with the systems, the time and focus shifts from operations to sales and marketing. That is
Okay.
the very clear observation that I had with almost all my clients. And with the setting up systems, right? One thing again I have observed is initially the team resistance will always be there because
Yes.
we are trying something new, right? I'm sure you had a very similar experience as well. So I want you to tell like how was the employee response in the initial, what they are right now.
Okay. Yeah. Now, people have actually seen me in a different way in the past 4 months. They thought, because those were with me for the past 3+ years. So I said, one person said me, like, you have become like a school. It's like a school. You are bringing every week new rules, everything new. Initially, that obviously these guys were not ready. And now almost everyone is happy. And as you used to mention, this helped me to filter out who is good, who's not fit for it. If there is a resistance, then I go and deep break why there is a resistance. Then we can easily figure out, because before I assume that everyone will work properly. Now I am able to go deep into it and track it. So I am able to track their productivity also. So if there is a resistance, then I keep them aside. Okay, let me note these people and closely monitor them. That is again I learned
Yeah.
from doing this.
Yeah, because with systems and especially with the task management, right? Like I always say, your top performance will love it. The low
Yes.
performers will not like it. So they are the ones who will bring that lot of trouble. Should we do this? Should we not do this? Why change and everything. But with over time, I think the low performance will kind of get filtered out. Yeah, that's one thing that I've observed. Now that you have kind of seen the entire journey, right? According to you, first, would you recommend setting up systems in companies? And second part is who, according to you, should set up systems in their companies?
No, I feel everyone should set up systems. Maybe if I had this knowledge, I started my agency at 2017. Even if I am going to be a single person, if I have done this, maybe my productivity would have increased. I worked like 48 hours continuously when I started. And just a notebook only, but still there I used to write this client, this high priority, but there was no way to track when did I get the order or when did it happen. All these tracking were not there. So it is not just for big people, big companies, even for small people, even if you're like a one-man show also, you can start using it.
Yeah, that's I always recommend as well. The best time to start setting up systems is on day one, and the second best time is today.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's what, no, before some 5 years before also, even if I have done, maybe my productivity would have increased to next level. And I would have, in 3 months, yeah, I'm able to do this much, means I would have done a way more longer in 5 years. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I think now we have a lot of journey, right? I think the systems are set. Now you just have
Yeah.
to focus on scaling them.
Yes, correct.
Cool then. Thank you so much for sharing your experience.
Yeah, thank you, Srinivas, for the entire 3 to 4 months of journey. So I believe in my entire career, this association changed my mindset a lot. Indirectly, you did a lot of changes. Like every week, when we connect, you share something. No, it went and sat in my mind. And every time I do the same task again or something, I used to hear your lines only. So which has made a huge impact.
Yeah, even I got an idea from after talking to you now, right? I should take a printout of it and give it to my clients.
Yes. So I have got this printout to design team, like 10 tasks. 10 always I keep. Like I used to have only one, but after meeting with you, 10 tasks came, and now I'm planning to revise because I did this at the start of our meeting. Now I learned a lot more things from you. So again, I'm going to revise this 10 thing.
So what like are these the points or the tasks?
Points. Like for example, first point here I have any repetitive task that you do, so delegate it. So only this I used to have. Now I have got everything. Say don't assume anything. So that is my next point. So now I learned a lot more from you. Like any second thought is wrong, you should have documented it, right? Because that will be stressful for an entrepreneur. You can say it easily, but when the second thought coming in the mind, I'll be like, hey, come on, yeah, I thought this already. Why didn't I document it? Or why didn't I implement? Will always come to me. That stress will come. Now that is almost not there. I go and write it in the list, in my personal list at least, and start executing it.
Oh, nice. Got it. Even I'll take a printout of it and give it to my clients then.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.